I design furniture that I try to make look more like art. I don't want it to be like a shaker piece of furniture. I want it to look like art.
The furniture that you make, there's a style to it, and there's something different that you don't see in other people's work. What drove you to create that unique artistic style of furniture that you do?
I think one of the things that really set me down a trajectory of design was when I was working with another general contractor. He hired me to build a front door for this project he was working on. And they did all this timber frame structure inside the house. And it wasn't your normal timber frame structure that looks like, hey, this is a barn kind of a thing. It was really decorative timber frame structure. It had all these weird angles and geometric angles to it. Each beam was bolted to the floor with a decorative metal bracket that he had created. It wasn't just like your Simpson type bracket. It had these brackets that had these angles coming off of them, and the beam was cut at an angle and slid inside this steel bracket that he had created, and it was just incredibly decorative. And so I had to try to play off of his work. And as I studied all his angles and things, it really just, that was kind of the starting point for really creating geometry in the furniture that I make.
So sort of thrust into it
Yeah, I
by
mean,
circumstance.
he was really just like an inspiration. Before that, I was really struggling to find my own voice and to try to figure out what kind of style I wanted to do. And before that, I worked for a lot of interior designers, and they would pull out their catalog and they would show their clients furniture. And if the client wanted, hey, 48 inches instead of 38 inches, and that manufacturer didn't provide it at 38 inches, then I would build it at 38 inches. But I was building other people's designs, so it wasn't really like that exciting. And he was really the first client that really kind of like helped me down a design path to be like, hey, check this out. This is what I'm doing. I want you to create the front door to fit this geometric scheme that I have going on in the house.
So then, I mean, along those same lines, you had a background in construction. What is your background in design?
Prior to that was none. It was just me trying to create stuff. Like I always felt like I had a good design eye. Like I would see something, I'd be like, wow, that's really cool. And it would kind of speak to me, the shape of it. But I never really knew how to take what I saw and turn it into something new, turn it into a piece of furniture. But yeah, that was really the first time that I was like, oh, I get it now. I kind of like realized like this is how to design, like to figure out how to play off somebody else's work and really play off other shapes and other pieces of inspiration.